In this video, I'll be going over some tutorials with Kittl to get you an idea on what you can do with Kittl and what kind of content you can create. So first, let's start with the actual home page. And if you log in, if you already have an account, click on Home. You should see a screen like this. So first you have recent projects. These are projects that you're working on or that you've already created. And then you have trending templates. So if you're looking for a different template to use or a new project to create. And then you have tools, so background remover, image upscaler. I'll go over tools in the tools page here. And you can click show all. There are a bunch of different options here. So there's also new project at the top, and then you have pretty much like your profile, and then you have notifications. So if I click on projects, you can create different folders. You have shared with me, you have your trash, and this way you can organize what you're using if you have folders. And then you can also filter over here, recent, created, name, and then these will show you your projects, and you can create a new project here as well. And then moving over to templates, this is where you can find templates to start creating your own product with. I do recommend if you do use a template, definitely change it, make it your own. That way it can be unique and in tune with whichever style you're going with, whichever kind of product you're looking to create. So there's t-shirts, logos, hoodies, sweatshirts, bags, hats, art prints, posters, cards, mugs, Instagram posts, stickers, ads, labels, Facebook posts, book covers, invitations. There is a lot you can make with Kittl. Monograms, album covers, flyers, Instagram stories, announcements, Facebook stories, YouTube thumbnails, e-cards, literally just keeps on going. Banners, brand boards, tags, business cards, signs, menus, coasters. You can create so many different items. Tech packs, YouTube banners, bookmarks, planners, mouse pads, Twitch emotes. I'm not sure if I said that correctly. Coupons, Discord emojis, schedules, collages. I'm not going to keep going because this may take a while. But if you're looking for something to create, Kittl most likely, in my opinion, will have an option to create it or a way to create your product. Obviously, it's going to depend, but I definitely recommend checking out if Kittl has a template available. And if there isn't a template, you can always make something from scratch as well, as long as it's some sort of like digital product like this. You could create it just by clicking new project. And I know there's other tools that Kittl has to offer as well. And then let's go to bookmarks and then tools. So here we have background remover, image upscaler, image generator, vectorizer, image sets, design generator, brand kits, vector generator, and clip art generator. So many different tools here that you can use. Then you have your profile, and then you have blog. And here you can look at some tutorials. You're just getting started, not entirely sure what to do, or you just want to get better at using Kittl, then I highly recommend checking out this page. So you can go to news, and then you can scroll down and get different updates and news. You can go to tutorials. There's so much information here on this page. So this one, for example, do-it-yourself preppy background, step-by-step guide. So I'm just going to click on this, and then there'll be this whole page on showing me how to do this, what it means, everything like that. I'll skip to the step-by-step. So you can choose your size and then choose your color palette, and then you can add different patterns. There's just so much that you can do with Kittl. And then down here you have your settings and then also earn rewards. So you can invite people to use Kittl. You can click on the earn credits, and you can get different projects and Kittl AI credits to use here. If you have any questions at all, highly recommend contacting Kittl. You can click contact us here, and there's also a support button here as well. So let's go back to templates, and let's just create something for fun here. I currently do Amazon KDP for the most part. I also have an Etsy and YouTube channel. So let's scroll over. Let's do a YouTube banner. I think I can discover here. Let's search. Let's do it. Just search the template. I'm gonna type in YouTube. Oh, we could do a logo. Oh, that'd be pretty cool. Let's just do a thumbnail. So YouTube thumbnail, I'm going to hit search. And then scroll down. And here are a bunch of different templates I can use for my YouTube video. Let's see here. There are so many options, so many different styles and topics. I'm not entirely sure what kind of thumbnail I'm looking to create right now, so I might just pick a random one, but you can go through and you can figure out what you're actually looking to create and then find templates that could work for you. And if you can't find exactly what you're looking for, you can always make your own as well. Kittl has a lot of options with editing. Well, let's do this one. Positive energy, upbeat. Love that. Love upbeatness, if that makes sense. Alright, give this a second to load here. And let me go back to this page. Just gonna scroll back at the top. It's just really cool that you can create so many different items with Kittl. And up here, you can click on what you're looking to create, and then you can get there quicker. So if you just are strictly looking to create a cover, you can click covers. And then there's also Kittl AI, where you can create images using AI. So right here we have positive energy. I just go over some of the different items that you can edit pretty much. So you can edit all of the colors. You can click on like the text, change literally so much about the text. Like look at all these options. There's just so much that you can do and so much that you can change. And then over here on the left side, you have those are the templates, and you have text, and then elements, and then brand kits. I believe this is upload, and then let's click on this one, textures, and this one is AI. So let's look at this one, image restyle. Well, this is pretty cool. So describe or select a new style. This is for the text here. I'm just gonna type in exactly the example in a pop art style, and I'm also gonna do pink. Let's just see. Generate, and I just want to see what'll come up. But it's really cool. You can play around with this. If you're not happy with the image that comes up, you can do another image, and there's just so many different tools that you can use with Kittl. Here's where you can zoom in and zoom out. Here is where you can redo or undo. You can enter a comment. There's just so many different options here for you to add, and this is already almost loaded, which is really cool. Wow, that is pretty cool. So move this over. And then for example, like if I didn't like how this came out, like let's go back and we'll just do something else. I'll do like bold pink. I'm gonna do high. No, we'll stick with medium. And I'm just gonna do create one. And you could just keep doing this over and over again if you want. Here is where you can see the amount of credits. Oh, hold on. I think I messed something up. I don't think I gave enough direction. Okay, hold on. Bold pink. Let's go with pop again. Oh, I did not click on something to edit. That's my problem. There we go. Generate one. That's my mistake on my part. Just want to see what comes up again. And then I'm just going to delete there. I don't think I've ever put random people on my YouTube thumbnail. I know a lot of people do. Me personally, I just usually put myself or don't put a person on there. Oh, well, that's pretty cool. I'm not sure what all the words say though. Let's just do bold, pink, plain. No, let's try bold pink again, but actually with me like clicking on one to use and see if that will work, or I might have to be more descriptive. After this, I won't do another one, I know. But it's just really fun to play around with the different options that you can have here. And then I can also see all the color palettes. And wait for this to be done generating before I actually click on something else. And then also you have this mock-up tool here too, which is pretty cool. Wait for this to load. It's almost done. There we go. So yeah, you can definitely play around with this, see what you can find. And I'm just going to type in plain. I know, I said I wouldn't do one more, but I am. So over here you have for tools, remove background, vectorize, upscale. This is pretty cool. You can just click it right here. And then there's, oh, I didn't click the right one again. Dang. Okay, there we go. And then you also have alignment, and you can invite people to your project. You can export. I think I am confusing the system here. There we go. That's okay. But yeah, the mockup is definitely what I want to click next. And I believe it'll just show us different examples of like a mockup, which is literally what it says, but that's fine. And I know this is a thumbnail, so it's not really something you'd probably do a mockup on unless you just want to see what the thumbnail looked like. I'm not really sure, but I know this is really helpful for whenever you do like t-shirts and mugs and things like that. Okay, so now that I have that, I've done multiple examples of that. Let's go to mockup really quickly. And I do want to thank Kittl for sponsoring this video. And if you have any questions at all, if you're interested in checking out Kittl, I do have a link in the description below. And also, so this mockup, you can see here, like if this was a design for a t-shirt, this is what it'll look like. You can look at laptops, Instagram, even candles. That's pretty cool. Walls, tags, t-shirts, tops, flyer. There's so many different options here, so you can really kind of get an idea of what your design would look like on whichever project you're looking to create. So I hope this video was helpful, and if you're interested, again, I have a link in the description below. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know, and I'll do my best to answer them. Thank you so much for watching and listening to this video. I hope that you have a great day.